Welcome to Study Loop.
If we look at immigration over the last roughly 100 years or so, it would look something like this. It fell in the 1910s and 1920s and bottomed out in the 1930s during the Great Depression. And then it essentially looked almost like exponential growth. However, right around the time of the Great Recession, 2009, 2010, it began to drastically taper off, which makes sense because that was 5 or 6 years or so of very low growth in the United States. So, just as in the Depression, there was low immigration, so in some recent years, we've had low immigration. But relatively speaking, the amount of immigration we had during the 2010s was about what we had in the 1980s, which was about what we had in the 1920s. So, historically speaking, it's not all that high or not all that low. However, what was very high was in the early 2000s when we had our highest levels of immigration ever. So, relatively speaking, during that time period, yes, immigration was very high.